Nah, say it ain't so. Teofimo Lopez deletes the comments made about ESPN. They could keep the black fighters from an interview that he recently did after it received tons of backlash. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Subscribe. Now, I was probably the first one who was on YouTube talking about this nonsense from Teofimo. Please check out the previous video because I don't really want to go into the whole thing. This is the purpose of hitting the bell notification icon, subscribing to the channel so you stay up to date with everything that's going on in boxing. To give those who aren't aware the cliff notes, because you may have just stumbled on this as your first video, Teofimo Lopez made some racially insensitive comments where he basically said that, you know, ESPN can keep the black fighters. And people were like, what are you talking about? So basically, Teofimo is making it sound like there's some impartiality from ESPN, as if they show nothing but favoritism towards black fighters. And he was complaining, saying that why they have me in the Hulu theater with only 5,000 people. That's why this Josh Taylor fight means so much. He also said that it's his last fight with ESPN, so this fight is everything. And it was the typical Teofimo rant. But if you go watch the video, all of a sudden it's been edited. Parts skip of the video. So he was saying certain things and it all of a sudden jumped to another scene. And then if you listen to the part, like listen to the last, let's say 15 seconds of the video, that was the part where he started to speak about ESPN can keep the black fighters. And then once he received all this backlash, now all of a sudden the video's been edited and manipulated and that whole part is removed. So the reason I'm blaming Teofimo is because he's the one that said it. Beyond that, I've been in the game, you know, I was born at night, not last night. And I've been in this game long enough. And this is definitely a telltale sign of you said something, because not really, this actually, fortunately, this has only happened to my channel once, and it was a slightly different situation. I had a clip of a fighter in a pro fight getting knocked out, and then that person behind the scenes reached out to me and asked me to remove it because they didn't want that readily available on YouTube. But you notice me, like if it's up to me, I don't delete nothing. I don't delete, I don't rescind, I don't take back. I stand on everything I say. So I'm just careful what I say in real time so I don't have to have these problems. But I know a lot of content creators, both in boxing and just throughout YouTube, and they've had this where they've done interviews and they've had to remove people's content because the comments were absolutely like mortifying, and the comments were drilling the person for saying whatever they said. And then the person who gave the interview, or who was basically getting drilled online, would request to the content host that they change and like take the video down or private it or edit it or whatever. So I've seen this before. Now, coincidentally, it's been not removed, but edited and doctored up, because that whole part is gone where he said that after receiving this type of feedback. Ironically enough, there's a portion of the video where Teofimo says the great thing about my job is that I could literally 187 a person, like off a person, and nothing happens because this is my job, right? And Teofimo's own father said, hey, you got to edit that part, because they all laughed at it after Teofimo said I could kill somebody, right? And they all laughed at it. Teofimo Sr. was like, no, you got to edit that. Teofimo Lopez said, nah, don't edit it.
After this fight, nobody gonna want to fight.
Hey, one thing I love about my sport, I could kill a guy and get away with it, so it's cool.
Yo, you gotta edit that one.
No, you can't edit that. Don't edit that. Don't edit that.
That's the they know what they signed up for. Everybody know what they signed up for.
So you heard these comments, also heinous comments from Teofimo Lopez, and he says, don't edit it, after his dad requested to the host, hey, you got to edit those comments. So it's funny that when he said the comments about 187, a guy offing a person, he's like, nah, don't edit that, don't edit that. But then what he said about black fighters has mysteriously been edited. So if you're going to just stand on what you say 10 toes down, why would you edit only a portion of it? You know, you might as well take down the whole interview if it's not as intended. Like I said, I've been on the internet making money longer than all these dudes, right? In terms of having a channel, an established channel, I've been doing it, and I've never taken a video down like that, like because I said something crazy. Because I don't say crazy things for that reason. I'm accountable for what I say. And then now when you receive all this backlash, it's like, I was talking crazy on camera. That's why I say the most dangerous thing is a camera and a microphone. So now people just let me say whatever I want willy-nilly, and then, hey, just remove it or edit it after I say it. But my approach is a lot more simplistic. It's watch what you say and be careful and mindful of what you say, so you get it right the first time and you never have to. Like, we see this all the time. Somebody will say some crazy stuff, offend a large group of people, you know, gay people, black people, whatever protected group, right? Asian people. And then all of a sudden they're remorseful, and after the cancel culture. And that's another reason why it's dumb, is we live in a cancel culture society. And I'm not even about like just overly canceling people, but Teofimo, it just doesn't look good. And going into the Josh Taylor Teofimo fight, I'm looking at it as, you know, either guy can win. I do think that either guy can win, but when one guy's kind of out the way, like Josh Taylor is, and it seems to be he's just working, versus the other guys in the back seat with no seatbelt saying these things that sound delusional, and then having to have backlash cause the interview to be manipulated and edited, it really pushes me towards Josh Taylor. So whereas initially I thought this was anybody's fight, I'm leaning towards Josh Taylor, just to be honest. But Teofimo, he has a chip on his shoulder. We'll see what he can do. He's just adding the pressure onto himself. Let me know what you guys think. Teofimo deletes these comments that he made about black fighters. And notice it's always after Boxingego do a video about it. I do a video about it, and then now all of a sudden people double back and back off the blocks. Leave the comments up if that's how you felt about ESPN, and you say you cussed out Andre Ward and Tim Bradley and all this. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, gang.